Why doesn't the government want him to turn himself in? Because then they can't ask for detention. So they go and they arrest him. They arrest a guy who came to New York to turn himself in.
Had clients describe NBC as hell, as the worst conditions they've been in.
Sean Diddy Combs has faced his share of controversies over the years, but the latest allegations involving his mother, Janice Combs, have taken things to a whole new level. The rumors surrounding Janice go far beyond her defending her son amid his legal troubles. These claims have sparked deeper concerns, leaving many questioning the entire dynamic of the Combs family. People are now wondering, how did one of hip-hop's most iconic families become entangled in such a troubling situation? About her defending her son during his legal troubles, they go much deeper and have left people. Let's begin with the most shocking allegation. Janice Combs is reportedly under investigation for direct involvement in Diddy's infamous controversies. That's right, his own mother. According to insiders, Janice may not have been a mere bystander in this chaos. Rumors suggest she played a key role in helping Diddy cover up his alleged misconduct while managing assets to shield them from potential lawsuits. Even more alarming are claims that she may have been directly involved in some of the very activities that have made Diddy the focus of ongoing investigations. How could a mother find herself entangled in such controversy? That's the question on everyone's mind.
Mom's gonna always ride with their babies.
Yep.
Yeah. You can just sentence to 100 years for 27 million people, and they'll be like, "But that's my baby. Or he's not the person y'all portraying him to be."
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she mentioned have his day in court and speak his piece, and you know that you reported that his attorney said that he's gonna take the stand. I'm just really trying to figure out what is he going to say.
Speculation about Janice Combs' involvement gained momentum after reports surfaced that Diddy had allegedly transferred substantial portions of his wealth into her name. This wasn't a casual move. It was reportedly a calculated effort to safeguard his assets in case his legal troubles intensified. Diddy is currently facing some of the most serious accusations of his career, which have already led to high-profile lawsuits, federal indictments, and property seizures. By shifting ownership of his valuable assets to his mother, Diddy may have believed he could protect his fortune. However, this decision has only intensified scrutiny, with critics now questioning Janice's role in enabling her son's behavior.
Saw it posted yesterday all over our social media pages. Cassie filed a lawsuit in New York City against Diddy.
Yikes.
She's claiming she was stuck in a decade-long cycle of abuse.
Then there's the issue of their relationship, which some have described as unusually close. A video of Diddy and Janice sharing a kiss on the lips recently surfaced, sending social media into a frenzy. The clip quickly went viral, sparking intense debate and fueling speculation about the nature of their bond.
This has to be a 100% culture shock. I can't imagine living a lifestyle of the incredibly rich and famous and then going into this very dark, impersonal, cold, austere facility.
A seemingly minor detail that took on new information within the video, adding to the speculation, viewers noticed that Janice was wearing white nail polish in the video. A seemingly minor detail that took on new significance after Diddy's ex-girlfriend Cassie revealed in a lawsuit that he had a specific obsession with women wearing white nails during intimate moments. This peculiar connection has left many questioning, was Janice aware of her son's alleged preferences, or worse, was she complicit in some way?
I love you. Love you too.
The story takes an even darker turn with claims from Gene Deal, Diddy's former bodyguard, who described the mogul's relationship with his mother as toxic rather than close. Gene alleges that Diddy frequently disrespected Janice, treating her more like a subordinate than a parent. In one incident, Gene witnessed Diddy berating his mother, telling her to stay out of his business. Known for his no-nonsense demeanor, Gene intervened, warning Diddy never to speak to her that way again. But the allegations don't stop at verbal abuse. Gene claims a former business associate confided in him about an incident where Diddy reportedly lashed out physically at his mother in a fit of rage. If true, these revelations present a deeply troubling view of their family dynamic.
Controlled every aspect of her life. He is accused of frequently beating her and would hide her in hotel rooms for days until the bruising and signs of abuse were gone.
Gene Deal didn't stop there. He shared another shocking story about Janice Combs allegedly trying to assert power over him during his time as Diddy's bodyguard. According to Jane, Janice once asked him to run errands for her, including retrieving food from her car. While this might seem like a harmless request, Jane perceived it as a test of his loyalty and an attempt to establish dominance. When he refused, tensions between them escalated. Jean even suggested that Diddy's decision to reduce his security detail and eventually let him go was partly influenced by Janice's growing resentment toward him. The most jaw-dropping claim, Jean hinted that Janice may have developed a personal interest in him, which only heightened the awkwardness. The idea that she could have been romantically, or at least flirtatiously, interested in her son's bodyguard has left many people in disbelief.
I remember, like, I don't know if you know what his voice sounds like, but, like, I felt like I was in the presence of his monster inside.
Perhaps the most troubling aspect of this entire saga is Janice's unwavering defense of Diddy, regardless of the severity of the allegations against him. Despite an increasing number of accusers coming forward, Janice has consistently stood by her son, releasing statements that portray him as a victim of false accusations. In one such statement, she described the charges against Diddy as lies fueled by financial greed, blaming his accusers for attempting to ruin his reputation. While some may view this as a mother's unconditional love, others see it as a refusal to hold her son accountable for his actions.
Do you believe Diddy is a dangerous person?
Yes.
It's important to note that Janice's loyalty to Diddy goes beyond emotional support. It's also financial. By keeping her son's assets under her name, she has effectively linked her own fortunes to his. This arrangement raises questions about whether she truly believes in his innocence or is simply trying to protect her own interests. Critics argue that by enabling Diddy's behavior and shielding him from consequences, Janice has become complicit in his alleged wrongdoing. If recent reports are accurate, investigators may be starting to reach the same conclusion. Adding another layer of complexity to this already tangled story is the revelation that Janice has been heavily involved in managing Diddy's business affairs over the years. Multiple artists signed to Bad Boy Records have accused Diddy of withholding royalties and engaging in questionable financial practices. One of the label's most vocal critics has openly claimed that Diddy only paid him a fraction of what he was owed and refused to return his publishing rights. In a scathing rant, the artist called out Janice directly, alleging that she holds the records for all of Diddy's financial dealings. According to this source, Janice has played a key role in helping her son maintain control over his empire, even as artists continue to demand fair compensation.
The issue is, it seems as though he wants to kind of like exert power and dominance over people who don't really want it.
And let's not overlook the darker rumors that have been circulating for years. Some speculate that Janice's role in Diddy's life extends beyond financial management and emotional support. Whispers about her involvement in the behind-the-scenes activities that have landed Diddy in legal trouble are growing louder, leading some to wonder if Janice wasn't just an enabler, but an active participant. While there's no concrete evidence to back these claims, the mere fact that they're being discussed speaks volumes about how far this story has spiraled. As Diddy's legal battles continue to unfold, Janice's role in the drama is likely to face even more scrutiny. Will investigators uncover evidence linking her to her son's alleged crimes, or will she find a way to distance herself from the chaos and protect the luxury-filled life she's grown accustomed to? Only time will tell, but one thing is certain: the Combs family saga is far from over.
With very, very serious and salacious allegations, including allegations that Combs had cameras throughout his home.
Here's where things take an even more intriguing turn. Diddy's legal troubles have unleashed a wave of conspiracy theories, pulling other celebrities and industry insiders into the mix. Could it be that Diddy wasn't acting alone? And what about the mysterious white parties that have long been the subject of Hollywood gossip? Were they merely extravagant social gatherings, or was there something more sinister happening behind the scenes? Let's dive into the next chapter of this unfolding saga, where the lines between fact and fiction continue to blur.
Of course, there's layers upon layers. When you get into these conspiracy theories, man, they never end. They never end. There's just layers upon layers.
If you thought Diddy's tangled family drama and his mother Janice's alleged involvement in his controversies were explosive, brace yourself. Things are about to get even deeper. Diddy's arrest and the mounting lawsuits against him haven't just placed him under intense scrutiny, they've brought a slew of industry insiders and wild conspiracy theories into the spotlight. And believe us, the rumors surrounding these connections are enough to make even the most skeptical gossip lover raise an eyebrow.
Well, if he really was filming everybody, I mean, he had a lot of people at those parties, right?
Let's start with the infamous white parties, which for years have been the stuff of Hollywood legend. Celebrities, dressed head to toe in white, sipped expensive drinks, and mingled in exclusive venues around the world. While these gatherings seemed like harmless displays of luxury and excess, Diddy's legal troubles have caused many to wonder if there was more to them than just high-profile networking and photo ops. Some former attendees suggest the parties were actually stages for something far darker, places where favors were exchanged, secrets were kept, and careers were made or broken behind closed doors. One anonymous source described the atmosphere as electric yet unsettling, claiming that while the parties began as glamorous social events, they often took strange turns as the night wore on. Guests would disappear into private rooms and return with a different demeanor, as if they had made a deal. The source also suggested that some attendees felt pressured to participate in uncomfortable activities, fearing that refusing could lead to being blacklisted from the industry. Adding to the intrigue are rumors that Diddy kept detailed records of these events, photos, videos, and signed agreements, allegedly to maintain control over Hollywood's elite.
Now you got the Diddy situation where he jumps on a private jet, they say yesterday, and is on his way to the Cape Verde Islands.
This brings us to the celebrities who were frequent guests at Diddy's infamous gatherings. Stars like Jay-Z, Jennifer Lopez, Ashton Kutcher, Mila Kunis, and even Justin Bieber have all been photographed at these exclusive events over the years. While none of these celebrities have been directly implicated in any wrongdoing, their associations with Diddy have sparked speculation about what they may have witnessed or even participated in. One theory circulating online suggests that some of these celebrities may have been complicit in helping Diddy maintain his alleged empire of secrecy. Could it be that they turned a blind eye to his behavior because they were benefiting from his influence, or were they simply unaware of what was happening behind the scenes?
That this is the end of the Diddy story as we know it.
Take Justin Bieber, for example. A resurfaced video shows a young Bieber, barely out of his teenage years, hanging out with Diddy at one of his parties. In the clip, Diddy can be heard joking about showing Bieber the ropes and taking him out to meet some ladies. At the time, the video seemed like typical party banter, but now, in light of the allegations against Diddy, fans are revisiting the footage with a more critical eye. Some are even speculating that Bieber may have been groomed or manipulated during his early years in the industry. While Bieber has not commented on these rumors, the mere suggestion has sparked a frenzy among his fans who are now demanding answers and accountability.
Incredible. And, it brings into context our whole system of innocent until proven guilty. Why is he not being given bond? And, we could debate that all day long. Of all people that's unlikely to flee or get away, well, he's got the resources to flee, but he's so recognizable. And isn't he innocent until proven guilty? Well, yeah, but, we have to recognize there are degrees of innocent until proven guilty.
Then there's Usher, another artist closely tied to Diddy in his younger years. Usher has previously spoken about living with Diddy as a teenager, describing the experience as wild and educational. But what exactly did that education entail? Some fans believe Usher's vague comments hint at something more. A few years ago, when asked directly about his time with Diddy, Usher responded with a nervous laugh, saying, "Let's just say I saw things that shaped who I am today." While he didn't elaborate, those words have taken on new meaning in light of Diddy's current situation. Even Diddy's ex-girlfriend, Jennifer Lopez, hasn't escaped the speculation. The two were one of the most talked-about couples of the late 90s, and the relationship seemed like a classic Hollywood love story. However, some insiders claim that J.Lo's rise to superstardom aligned just a little too perfectly with her time by Diddy's side. Was their relationship genuine, or was it a calculated partnership designed to boost both of their careers? And if it was the latter, what did J.Lo have to endure to secure her place at the top? While J.Lo has kept silent about her time with Diddy, fans have noticed that she tends to distance herself from him whenever his name comes up in interviews. Could it be that she's trying to avoid getting pulled into his drama? Or is there something she's hiding that she doesn't want the world to know?
Concern, no judge wants to wake up and read the headlines the next day. Oh, they treated this guy special and they gave him bond, and now he's gone and he fled from justice. So that's what's in the back of most judges' minds. On the other hand, we deal with cases where clients have significant funds sometimes. And sometimes where there's money, you can craft a unique solution. Years ago, it was the ankle bracelet and the ankle monitor.
Perhaps the most jaw-dropping theory centers around Kim Porter, Diddy's ex-partner and the mother of 3 of his children. Kim tragically passed away in 2018, and while her death was officially attributed to natural causes, conspiracy theories have swirled ever since. Some claim that Kim was planning to write a tell-all memoir about her time with Diddy and that she knew secrets that could have brought his entire empire crashing down. While there's no concrete evidence to support these allegations, the timing of her passing, just as Diddy's reputation was starting to face serious scrutiny, has led some to question if there's more to the story. Adding fuel to the fire, a mysterious memoir, supposedly written by Kim, surfaced online last year, only to be quickly debunked by her family. However, the mere existence of such a book has left fans wondering if someone is attempting to control the narrative surrounding her death and Diddy's past.
And in this lawsuit, he claims that essentially P. Diddy was the Epstein of the rap industry.
What's even more bizarre is how Diddy's alleged behavior was reportedly an open secret in the industry for years, yet no one seemed to speak out until now. A former music executive who worked closely with Diddy in the early 2000s recently claimed in an interview that people in the business knew exactly how his parties operated, and that being invited to one was both a blessing and a curse. You wanted to be in the room because that's where the deals were made, they said, but you also didn't want to get on the wrong side of things because there would be consequences. The executive suggested that Diddy's influence wasn't just about power, but fear. This atmosphere of intimidation may help explain why so many stayed silent for so long, even as whispers of misconduct grew louder.
Diddy's mom has finally spoken out amidst everything that is happening right now. Janice Small Combs provided a statement to some outlets via her attorney. So she starts off by saying it's very heartbreaking to see her son judged not for the truth, but for a narrative created out of lies.
Adding another layer of intrigue, insiders have pointed out the curious timing of Diddy's legal troubles, with some believing his sudden fall from grace may not be entirely coincidental. One theory suggests that Diddy's arrest is part of a broader effort to clean up the music and entertainment industries, similar to the waves of accountability sparked by other high-profile scandals in recent years. There's a shift happening, one source claimed. People are tired of the old guard protecting predators and covering up their behavior. Diddy is just the latest domino to fall, but he won't be the last. If this theory holds true, it could mean that the allegations against Diddy are just the tip of the iceberg, with more revelations about other powerful figures yet to come. The sheer number of accusers stepping forward has also raised eyebrows, with reports suggesting that over 120 individuals, both men and women, have alleged misconduct by Diddy, with some of these claims dating back decades. Attorney Tony Busby, who represents a significant portion of these accusers, has hinted that the evidence his team has gathered is overwhelming. We're not just talking about testimonies, he said during a press conference. There are videos, texts, emails, tangible proof that corroborates these stories. If true, this level of documentation could spell serious trouble, not just for Diddy, but for anyone who may have enabled or participated in his alleged behavior. The scope of the investigation has led many to wonder how such widespread misconduct could have gone unchecked for so long.
Sean Diddy Combs into custody. He's seen in this video entering the Park Hyatt Hotel in Midtown Manhattan with others when agents from Homeland Security Investigations approach and separate him. They place Combs under arrest and lead him out the front door.
Then there's the issue of the supposed enablers, those who may have helped Diddy maintain his alleged activities behind the scenes. According to some reports, these enablers weren't just employees or close friends, but some of the most respected names in the industry. A source close to the investigation revealed that several of Diddy's former associates have already been subpoenaed to testify, with at least one reportedly willing to cooperate in exchange for immunity. This is bigger than just one man, the source said. There's a whole network of people who knew what was happening and played a role in keeping it quiet. Once those names come out, it's going to be a reckoning for the entire industry. If this is true, the fallout could be monumental, with ripple effects extending far beyond Diddy himself.
Kind of crazy, like I said before. They said that 2,300 people reached out to the law firm, and out of the 2,300 people, I guess they decided to go with just a little over 100, which seems like it's they just put out the number and everybody's calling to see if they can get a check.
It's insane.
Mm-hmm.
It's insane. Now, again, he did say that nothing has been filed yet because he says he wants to make sure that they do their due diligence and get this right.
And let's not overlook the whispers about Diddy's alleged ties to secret societies and underground networks that have circulated over the years. Rumors suggest that Diddy was part of a powerful inner circle, a group that included not just musicians, but also politicians, business moguls, and even royalty. Conspiracy theorists claim this group used their influence to shield each other from scandals and legal troubles, ensuring their secrets remained buried. While these claims may seem far-fetched, the idea that Diddy had powerful allies who helped protect his image is not entirely out of the question. After all, he managed to remain at the top of the industry for decades, despite persistent whispers of misconduct. One particularly outlandish theory posits that Diddy's infamous white parties were actually recruitment events for this secret society. According to this theory, attendees were carefully vetted before being invited, and once there, they underwent a series of tests to prove their loyalty. Those who passed allegedly gained access to the group's inner circle, while those who failed were quietly blacklisted from the industry. While there's no concrete evidence to back this theory, it's interesting to note that many of Hollywood's biggest names attended these parties at the peak of their careers, only to fade into obscurity shortly afterward. Is it a coincidence? Or something more sinister?
And Stacey, you say today's indictment reads like a mob indictment. What was most shocking to you of all these allegations?
Yeah, the fact. Of course, not everyone is buying into these conspiracy theories. Some argue that the rumors are simply exaggerated stories fueled by jealousy and resentment. After all, Diddy has always been a polarizing figure, and his larger-than-life persona has made him an easy target for speculation. However, even his most loyal fans can't ignore the overwhelming volume of allegations against him, along with the high-profile names being dragged into the drama, making it hard to dismiss everything as mere gossip. As investigations into Diddy's activities continue, one thing is certain: the ripple effects of his downfall are being felt across the industry, whether it's former associates distancing themselves from him, fans re-examining his past relationships, or conspiracy theorists connecting dots that may or may not exist.
Some problems that the defense has brought up originally, but it seems like, just from reading this 14-page indictment, that there's enough physical evidence to perhaps get a conviction in this case. We shall see.
Spotlight on Diddy has become a mirror reflecting the darker side of fame and power. And with more accusers reportedly preparing to come forward, it's clear that the story is far from over. The question now is how deep this rabbit hole really goes, and who else will be implicated before the dust finally settles. Share your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more celebrity news and updates. Until next time.